I'm Laura Ingle, and this is Fox Extra. Our next guest says he is committed to meeting with a new person every day, either by phone or in person. You think you could do that? Well, according to communications expert Chris Winfield, face-to-face time can improve your health, life, and even your well-being. All right, Chris, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, one new person every day. That kind of feels overwhelming, but maybe it's not.
It's not. So for me, this started almost 5 years ago. So I think I'm over 1,500 people at this point.
Wow.
And those people have ranged from, CEOs of Fortune 100 companies to, somebody like basically living on the street. So it really doesn't matter. It's really about how changing my perspective and really connecting with people.
It is important to connect these days, especially with devices. But how can this translate into health and well-being?
So you mentioned the devices. So we have a unhealthy addiction almost, maybe not even almost. We have an unhealthy reliance and addiction on our phones and social media and all these things. And it's that false sense of connection. And what happens is we start to look at everyone's highlight reels. Everyone looks like they have this perfect life online. And as a result, we feel worse. And we're constantly checking and all these random reinforcements and all these things. And it makes us feel worse. It lowers our attention, all these different things. By actually having a conversation with somebody and seeing that, yeah, they have problems too. They're not quite as perfect as they seem online. It changes up things completely. My
friends and I joke, I have my Facebook life and my real life some days.
Exactly.
You post, I don't post the bad stuff, you post the good stuff, right?
But you talk to your friends about it, and that's the difference. That's huge. A lot of people want everyone in their life to feel like that. And what happens is it's living a lie almost.
And how do you say to really engage with people, you really have to put down the phone, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do when we need to reply to our emails to our boss. We need to text our husband or the school back or whatever. It's hard to disconnect from the phone.
There's almost nothing that can't wait for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay.
Think about that.
Right.
And really, and I really truly believe that. Yes, every now and then there's going to be some actual emergency, but so many of the things that we think are emergencies aren't emergencies.
Right.
You can't even remember the thing that was an emergency 30 days ago right now.
Right.
And it's really important to just keep that perspective.
Also important when you're driving as well. We do that story. We do that story all the time.
100%.
Okay, so anxiety. Anxiety can play a really big role in how we communicate with our friends, with strangers. You talk about having anxiety and then optimal anxiety. What's that?
So we have our little comfort zone, and our brain wants us to stay, all this hereditary stuff that wants us to stay in our comfort zone. So where I like to live is right outside of the comfort zone, and that's the optimal anxiety. So where you have just enough to keep pushing you forward, to help you to keep growing. So for me, it's slightly uncomfortable to meet somebody new each day, or have a conversation or get real with stuff. But I know that each time I'm doing that, each time I'm in that optimal anxiety, I'm growing a little bit.
Keeps you on your toes, right?
Exactly.
It keeps you thinking of new things, not just maybe a standard line. It kind of expands that conversation.
Completely.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, Chris, thank you so much. I know you have a lot more tips to share with people. And so for more, you want to check out chriswinfield.com. He's got information on the website. We want to thank you for watching Fox Extra. I'm Laura Ingle.